Hi-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Link's Awakening Randomizer. When we last left off, I was just kind of drawing things out and just doing a few things, few side things here and there before we go on and beat Angler's Tunnel Angler's Tunnel, and then go on to finish the game. So, more specifically, when we last left off, I went into the Dream Shrine because I want to see what's in that chest there. Because technically, we still need the Ocarina. It's a very big chance that it'll be in Angler's Tunnel, but still, I want to just make double sure I have as many stones unturned, I guess you could say, as possible, because you never know where the Ocarina is actually going to show up, because it's randomized, So, yeah, we're going to be doing the Dream Shrine here just real quick, now that we can get past that stone with the Pegasus boots. Then I'll be going on to Seashell Mansion to pick up the level 2 sword, because it's still a good thing to have. The boomerang and the magic rod aren't as OP as we think. Like, for example, those dudes we've been killing, they're immune to the magic rod, and they don't die to the boomerang, they just get stunned. And speaking of the Ocarina, there it is. So let's just, since we're done with the Dream Shrine altogether, let's go ahead and go to, actually meet you in Seashell Mansion real quick. And we'll be right back. Alright, we're back outside normally the Face Shrine entrance, but, of course, it's Seashell Mansion in this particular case. Yeah, we didn't really get to get our freebie seashells, but that's okay. So we still got 20, and we can still get our level 2 sword. And that's great. So after this, I'm actually going to go ahead and get Marin and to unlock Yarna Desert. This is mainly because I need to start getting songs for the Ocarina. And I think I need to go through the little event where I take her to the animal village before she'll be able to teach me the Ballad of the Windfish, because she's not in town anymore. So let's just go ahead and get that done real quick. And I'll meet you... Well, actually, Tarambo Shores isn't too far away. I guess I can keep going here. I'm actually recording this on Sunday. I meant to record this on Thursday, but I got so far behind with things. Something came up on Thursday, and I wasn't able to record anything. Or at least I recorded part of something. I recorded part of the podcast. And then I had to take a break, and then something came up. And I wasn't able to get back to it for the rest of the night. And then I wasn't able to get to it on Friday either. So that's why, the podcast went up so late on Saturday night. Is because I had to record it and edit it and all that just to actually get it up for... Are you freaking kidding me with this? Note to self, make sure that I actually have a controller or a controller adapter before I start the next seed. Yeah, I'm gonna actually get an SNES to USB adapter or something like that, so I can use my, what do you call it? My SNES controller, my Super Famicom controller with it, because using a wireless keyboard with this is absolute rubbish. The timing can get, because there's lag in emulators to begin with, and, combine that with the lag from, wireless stuff like this, and you can run into situations like that are pretty terrible. Alright, so let's bring her to the animal village. I don't think she can go in the water, so I'm just going to bring her up this way and around to the warp, because I know she can go in the warp at the very least. But then after that I'll get the Ballad of the Windfish from her. I will go and get Mambo's Mambo, because, it's not really as important now, but if we do run into any soft lock situations, which is incredibly possible, still, you never know. We could have used that at the very beginning, but obviously we weren't able to get that until now, because we didn't get the Pegasus boots until now, and the ocarina was in the same place it usually is. And then after that, I need to remember where Mamu is. I think he's in the Animal Village. In fact, I can pretty much just pick up the Frog Song of Soul if that's the case when I'm in the Animal Village. So that'll work out fine. Then I'll have all 3 songs there, and then I'm going to go to the Mount Tamarinch Cave, which is in Camelot Castle now. I want to see what's on the other side of that. And I'm going to check out the Color Dungeon entrance, see what's in there, and then I'm going to go off to Angler's Tunnel. And I should have all this done and beaten by the end of this session here. Hopefully it shouldn't be too many more videos. I'm really just trying to have enough videos to cover for any days I put up Let's Plays, basically. Because this is all I'm going to be putting up this coming week. Or no, I still have some Drunk's Nest classic videos, because we recorded a bunch of those. Either way, let's see, something came up on Thursday while I was in the middle of stuff, and I couldn't continue and all that. And then Friday, of course, I couldn't get around to doing anything. So Saturday, when I got home, I did whatever else I needed to do. And then I recorded, edited, and put up the podcast. But while the editing was while the video was what's the word, rendering, I went and recorded the Bruticus video. Oh, there's a chest here now. Oh, maybe this is to... They couldn't get the Lamnolus to drop the whatever it needed properly. I think that's might be what it is. Because the Angler Key... And that's why there's an extra chest in the Face Shrine as well. What is in here? A Fairy Fountain. Okay, that's not important. And I think... I'm just going to kill the Lamnolus just to see what happens, but I'm fairly sure it's just going to drop another Angler Key. Because that's what happened with the Armos in the, when we found the South Face Shrine in the Animal Village. It just dropped a face key like it normally does. And then there was another chest there. So I think in addition to having the Angler Key and the face key... Yeah, so there's the Angler Key. Which we already had. And this isn't going to suck us down into a pit anymore. Because they changed all those around. So I think what they did was they still had the Angler Key and the face key in the randomization. And then whatever replaced the Angler Key was in this chest. Although you can still get the Angler Key from the Lamnolus there. And that's why there was that extra... probably why there was that extra chest in the Face Shrine as well. Because... that was what was supposed to replace the face key in the randomizer. See, now she's teaching me the Ballad of the Windfish here, rather than in Mabe Village. Never actually had this happen before. I usually just go for the Ballad of the Windfish as soon as I get the ocarina. But that's what happens when you do things out of order. It happens to you find things that you wouldn't have probably found otherwise. Unless you, like, really experiment, which I don't do a lot of experimentation with this game. So we've got the Ballad of the Windfish now. So after I'm done playing this game, I'm going to go and edit the Bruticus video, put that up, and then have these edited for whenever I, put them up during the week. Because my plan with the third seed, I'm probably not going to go for the full 100% with gusto like I said I was going to. I'm probably just going to do like a normal run like normal. But I am going to have more detailed notes to give me more direction on, I can get this, when I get an item, I can look up in my notes, what that item can do, where I can get access to, just so I don't forget things. And, keep a reference of the, actually, let me go up and get Mambo's Mambo real quick. you know, have a reference as to, you know, where important things are, rather than having to sift through all of the notes. I'll just have like also have a section of where important things are, and probably how to get to them as well. You know, make sure I you know, check off as much as I can to ensure that I don't like revisit the same places that if I don't have to. So I'm gonna have like a whole big, you know, practically like a booklet or pamphlet of notes that I'm gonna utilize for the third seed. I'm gonna rewrite everything too. I'm not gonna like erase what's there, because that just made like a kind of a mess in the notepad, and some of it was a little hard to read after the fact. But I'm going a bit more prepared. I'm also going to be able to use a controller for the next seed, because I hate using this keyboard for this. I hated using it For the Frog the Bell Tolls. I hated using it during this. I mean, it didn't damper any fun I had with the games themselves, but when timing is bad, that's when you start really failing when you don't mean to. And you all know that I'm good at this game. You've seen me beat the game in like an official capacity. Like I used a cartridge on, it was through the Game Boy player on the GameCube, yes, but still, that was through like a regular controller and everything, and there wasn't a lot of lag, if any. I was using, like, even with the Wavebird, you don't get a lot of lag, so that's that taken care of. So probably not gonna really mark anything else off. I'm fairly sure that the rest of this is just rupees, because I have everything that I need now, but because of curiosity and whatnot, I still want to explore these other things and see what's there. Probably just rupees, but I know there's really no point, but curiosity is still getting the better of me. I still want to do a lot of these things, even though I don't need to. I don't want to just end it abruptly like I did with the last one. So that's the last one that goes up. So it goes... Let's see if I can remember what the order is. I think it's down, left, yeah, like this, and then up on this. And this is probably just like that's the witch's hut, okay. Useless to us. But I know that actually that's going to be incredibly useless to us, because I don't foresee us using all of this magic powder. And the last part is up in Canelet Castle, which is the what's beyond the rest of the cave there, where exactly that brings us out to, because, you know, again, just curious. But that's pretty much it. I have a lot of other videos and whatnot. Well, not a lot of other videos. It's mostly just like the toy stuff I can think of, because I have a lot of stuff incoming. Punch Counter Punch finally shipped. So more than likely this coming week, from my perspective, I'll do the Punch Counter Punch video. I also have some Kamen Rider ZO figure things I'll be looking at. I have some more Super Mini-Pla on the way. I've got a Muteki Shogun and Gao Faigar. So that'll be fun. That's probably going to take up a lot of time to do those videos, because if I'm doing like one toy video a week, I mean, Muteki Shogun's probably going to be like 5 videos in and of itself. Gao Faigar probably 3 or 4. I'm assuming 4 for Gao Faigar, because you've got the Phantom Gao slash Gaofar, Stealth Gao 3, the Liner Gao 2, and the Drill Gao 2. So I'm assuming like all of those are separate things, unless Gaofar or the Phantom Gao is like 2 parts or something like that. That's entirely possible too, but I don't have it yet, so or it hasn't arrived yet at the very least, so I don't know what to expect from that. This just leads up to Canelet Castle. But where does this go? This goes to normal. Well, now that I've gotten that curiosity out of the way, I will meet you at Angler's Tunnel. And you know, now that we have the Frog Song of Soul, I kind of want to check out Turtle Rock and see if I can get the Flying Rooster. Well, I'm fairly sure the Flying Rooster will mess up the ghost event that we're definitely going to be seeing after we're done here. No, I needed a key to go on that way. So basically I need to go up this way. But I think what I wanted to do when I was talking about doing like a 100% with Gusto run, I wanted to make sure all of those events were actually done. Like I did Yarn of the Desert, I did the Ghost event and all that, but I don't even know if I'm going to be doing all that now, because there's, again, really no point. It's just going to give me more rupees that I don't need. So I'm just going to... I've satisfied my curiosity for some of those side things anyway, so when all is said and done, I'm just going to go ahead and, once I'm done with it, Angler's Tunnel, because we're in the camera shop and we're right near Mount Tamarinch, we can just go for the ending from there. And I do remember the path through the egg as well. It's left up, right up. And then repeat that until you get to the end, so... No, not this again, not this again. Dash jumps always have to be so stupid like that. Okay, now I can go back and down and around. And through to... Because we have keys now. Actually, I can probably use the... I think the boomerang is still technically better than the... I don't know, we'll see. Is that better than the magic rod or Boris? I don't remember which one is better. Which one can... I mean, obviously we can bring stuff to us with this. I just don't remember if more things are immune to the magic rod than not. Oh, well, we have the boomerang. We can kill Sparks and Anti-Fairies with ease as well. Just forgot about that. Let's see what's in here. This is probably just rupees or something. In fact, I can't think of, like, what else can be in here. I don't even remember if we got any dungeon items from this place when we went through here before. I think it was basically just rupees and bust. Because we have all of the essential items. So I can't possibly think of what else could possibly be in here. Let's go up and around here. Kill these guys to get this key to drop. And then go pick it up from the... side here. Start the piece of power music. Because I noticed that whenever... while the... shortening, like, the piece of power / Guardian Acorn stuff took away the music when you first pick it up. Whenever you swap areas in a dungeon, it comes back. So we're going to be hearing it for a little bit. Which is fine. Yeah, what else we got here? Yeah, there's probably more keys. So it's a good idea to keep exploring chests. And kill him in 2 hits. That's fine. 'Cause I know one of these is going to have like a stone beak in it or something, and we don't need that, but... Oh, there goes the piece of power. At least I was able to use it to kill the big Octo real quick. Yeah, that's rupees. Gotta remember what the pattern is here. Once I can get rid of the Helmasaur. Alright, so it's 3, 4, 2, 1, 5. Was it the same as the last one we had? I don't know. It's 3, 4, 2, 1, 5. That's what we're looking for. Three, 4. Tektites don't make it easy, but... 1, 5. This will probably lead to a key or something when all's said and done. Oh, this I don't particularly enjoy this part. This is gonna take some timing that the setup here is not gonna necessarily let me have, because jump on him real quick. And it doesn't like split-second button presses. There's a stone beak, okay. What's in here? Probably rupee, since there's no key tone. We already have the nightmare key, so we can just go for the end. Yeah, we've been everywhere else, so we may as well. So I don't think there are any other locked doors or anything we need to worry about, is there? Are there? Yeah, it's just rupees, so we're good. Alright, let's unlock that block and beat the crap out of the anglerfish. See what kind of weird color he turns today, because I know that he's affected by the very much affected by the at least as far as the last seed it showed us, he is very much affected by the differing color palettes in the dungeons. Just slash at him a bunch and then go on to the end. Yeah, there you go. Get the last heart container. We actually got all the heart containers this time around. That's cool. Though I think I'll go for the photos in the next one too. In the next seed. And I can also, you know, because I'm one of the things I don't like about the stealing thing is that if I do pull it off, then they start calling you thief, and that just kind of ruins it for me. But again, the text boxes are disabled, so no one's gonna call me thief. So I'm gonna try to get all 12 of the was it 12 photos? Yeah, 12 photos. I'm gonna go for all 12 of the photos in the next seed as well. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I'm also going to have like a big old checklist. It's going to be probably the last one I do. I don't know if I'm going to do like a fourth. I was thinking about doing like a fourth with the fun % option up, but I don't know. I have to re-get the program and everything. Because the program was on my old work computer, and we've since changed offices, and I got a new computer in the move. And I don't know if running on Windows 10 would, because it runs on Windows 10 instead of Windows 7 now, and I don't know if that'll affect things. But I'm fairly sure that the randomizer was made with Windows 10 in mind. I don't know. We'll see. As long as I have a controller by that point, it's fine. Alright, sorry I cut that out, just saving time. And the music in here is the Camelot Castle interior music, which actually suits the place. I am not against that. I think we start off with magic powder for the first form of the boss. Yeah, I'm still going to show the boss battle, because, you know, we're going through the ending. I'm not going to show the entire ending, but, yeah, you still got to show the last boss battle. That's how this goes. And here we go. I love that you can just, like, skip a lot of this. Not mashing A as much. The lobby thing. Just magic powder. So that was the second seed here, because it's pretty much from here on out is just business as usual until we get to the end. So the second seed, I don't know if I can say I liked it better or worse than the first one. The next part's Aghanim, right? Yeah. Because the first time I did the first seed was just like, you know, this is a brand new sort of venture, brand new thing, And while each seed can basically seem that way just by default, because you don't know where you're going to go and what you're going to find, it was just kind of getting my feet wet with that. This one was more or less using what I've learned from the past seed to try to, you know, succeed, but I think this one is more along the lines of it started off on a really good note because of all the stuff that I got really early on. But then the caveat with that is that when you find all sorts of stuff, you know, pretty much straight away at the beginning, that means you're less likely going to find a lot of that stuff later on. And that's what I mostly ran into here. I had to really grasp at straws in order to get to where the Pegasus boots were. And the Pegasus boots were what was stopping me from getting anything else. So I actually had to cheat the system. And, you know, do an exploit. Because usually with these the way these randomizers are set up, they make it so that you don't necessarily have to do cheats or exploits in order to be able to get to the end. Like the Ocarina of Time one, from what I understand, like has a lot of, you know, a lot of different ways it can randomize things, like all these different levels of randomizing things. But it always makes sure that you don't have to do, like, you know, like walking through walls or seam walking or whatever kind of super glitches are in Ocarina of Time. It always makes sure you don't have to do those in order to beat the game. And I think that's, you know, pretty much how this was set up as well. But I had to use an exploit in order to be able to get the slime key and get back out. And I had to have the slime key in order to get the Pegasus boots. So there you go. Alright, so that's another final boss beaten, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the video because we're done. Hopefully this should actually round out what I need for this coming week as far as stuff to put up. But when we come back to this, I will do the third seed, and I will be a lot more prepared for, you know, all kinds more stuff. So until then, I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?